Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Bakar Sidik. I'm the founder and the CTO of Lampa. Okay, in this time I want to presentation about the Lampa. Okay, next slide. What is Lampa? Lampa is a base limited software about Indonesian tourism industry. And then we have a tour guide and then we have a business actor in Indonesian tourism. Okay, next slide. The problem. The problem, we have a source in August 2022. In international tourists, we have a 29%, and the domestic tourists, we calculate 21%, and the not traveling, we calculate 15%. This is the phenomenon because they have a very high percent value in after COVID pandemic. Okay, next slide. Needs. The first, we have a low budget travel. That's why in this people needs low budget travel to traveling. And then in Lampa, we giving the services. The second, local culture. With Lampa, we can providing access to the public to get now local area tourism and take a part in local cultural event. What happened in Indonesia, we can see in Lampa app. The number and the year we have accommodation. In Indonesia, it's hard to find accommodation about the transportation, infrastructure, and the lodging, and the selection and the facilities about Indonesian tourism. And the four, we have a productivity local resident. With Lamba, we can creating the new business field resident around tourism. And the fifth, we can distribution of the tour guide. We can help the tour guide in marketing their services. After I tell the problem in Indonesia and I tell the needs, we can solve and we have a solution. And then Lamba team creating the one only app about Indonesian tourism industry. We can transaction and we can management order about Indonesian tourism or business actor Indonesian industry tourism. And the next slide, market opportunity. In market opportunity, we have a 35% value not traveling. Before in problem we have a 15% value. And the domestic tourists we have a 3% value. And in problem we have 21% value. And in international tourists now we have a 32% value. Before in problem we have a 29% value. That's make effect in Indonesian tourism industry. That's why Lampa can help about the people what's problem in Indonesian tourism. The next slide. In Lampa, we have a product. The number one, we have a platform to helping customer to pay transaction about Indonesian tourism industry or about business Indonesian tourism industry. We can pay to safety and transaction about Indonesian tourism industry. And the number two app, we have a Lamba Pramu. Lamba Pramu is one app to helping business actor in Indonesian tourism or tour guide to management order, management transaction, authentication, and authorization or verification. That's why we can safety in Lampa, we can safety transaction. And number three, Lampa admin. In Lampa admin, just only team can have this app, not to distribution to other people. Okay, next, this is our services. The first, we have tour guide. That's why that's pointing in Lampa. And the second, we have a tourist destination. And the third, we have a vehicle rent. And the fourth, lodging near tourism. And the fifth, souvenir center. And the sixth, we have a local show. What's the benefit? The number one, we have a stagnant return. Stagnant return is algorithm in Lampa can help business actor in Indonesian industry to have a speed transaction about the tour guide or about business actor Indonesian industry transaction to efficient that to use stagnant return algorithm. And the second, we have a HPI, HPI or Central Java Provincial Tourism Office as the founder of the modern era in Indonesian tourism. Make it effect. And then 30 and the number three, we have a starting from Java, Central Java. Let's run into all region in Indonesia or region in Nusantara. This is the business model. The first, we have a business models about client, and this is about the client app. The first image we have a homepage about Lampa app, and the second image we have a explore menu about to show what in Lampa Pramu. And their image we have a product detail activity. We can transaction from this step, this step until that. And user can management they that. And then for image we have a management license order about tour guide. And then next image we have a menu about order. And then next image we have a favorite menu. And then next image we have a about profile menu. Okay, the next we have a business models. This is for tour guide and business actor industry, Indonesian actor tourism industry. In this business model, we can management about money, about the transaction, about order, and about business models about Indonesian tourism industry. The number one image homepage of Lampa Pramu, and the second image we have a image of order menu about Lampa Pramu transaction. And the next image we have a profile menu about the verification, authorization, and accept order. And then next image we have a verification of tour guide or the tour guide before accept the transaction can verification before that. Okay, this is the about verification and authorization in Lampa Pramu. Okay, and then we have a traction. In traction, we have a competitor. We have a competitor about affordable and expensive. In online transaction, we have a affordable competitor. Number one, we have a Mamikos. Mamikos is one of the in Indonesian software technology to helping people about to find the house, to find the apartment in Indonesia. And in expensive online transaction, we have a Traveloka, Ticket.com, Agoda, Peggy, and Google Maps. That's the competitor in online transaction, but they have expensive value. And then we have a offline transaction. In offline transaction, we have a problem competitor about local religion, about management destination, and the tour guide not in legality. Okay, we have marketing strategy in this patch. In this patch, we see presentation about the marketing strategy. In the Lampa Pramu, we can distribution of the app. We can use the Play Store, and then second we can use the social media platform and business Indonesian actor Indonesian tourism industry. And then we have a financial solution. In Lampa app can positive cash flow in years 4, starting from now until 4 years. And then we have a payback period 4 years 7 months. This is the net cash flow about Lampa team and Lampa software. Okay, in the next slide. Okay, let me describing my team. My name is Bakar Sidik. The I'm the founder and chief technology officer. And the second team we have Ahmad in Amfatloli. The man is a co-founder and chief financial officer. And the third person is Jitna Rojat as a CEO. Okay, that's the my presentation about Lampa.